I remember when my heart was not trained yet. It did not ask where to stand. It only opened. I learned to lower what came alive too soon. A little less weather in the blood, a little less mourning in the voice. I made my breathing soft enough for careful hands and narrow love. I thought I was learning how to stay. I did not know I was teaching you a way. And I can feel it now under my skin, that old warmth still trying to begin. Not a wound, not a flaw, just a living thing I made small. Forgive me now, heart I trained quiet. I called it peace when I was teaching you to hide. I made you softer than you wanted to be. I made you easy so the world could stay with me. Come back through my ribs, come back through the ache. I was not calm, I was afraid. Forgive me now, heart I trained quiet. I called it peace when I was leaving you behind. I wore the gentle that did not feel kind. I smiled before my chest had time. I called it growing when the colors thinned. I called it wisdom when the song gave in. There was a warmth I kept correcting. There was a pulse I kept explaining. Every time it rose too wild in me, I taught it smaller ways to breathe. Now I can hear you under the name I used to answer just to be safe. Not gone, not dead, just tired of sleeping in my chest. Forgive me now, heart I trained quiet. I called it peace when I was teaching you to hide. I made you softer than you wanted to be. I made you easy so the world could stay with me. Come back through my ribs, come back through the ache. I was not calm, I was afraid. Forgive me now, heart I trained quiet. I called it peace when I was leaving you behind. I am sorry for the softening, for every bright thing I made low, for all the times I named it healing when I was only letting go. You were not too much for living, you were not wrong to remain. I was trying to be kept and I mistook that for being safe. So come back through the years, come back through the skin, come back through the places I was taught to hold you in. Come back with the warmth I was afraid tonight. Forgive me now, heart I trained quiet. I called it peace when I was teaching you to hide. I made you softer than you wanted to be. I made you easy so the I will not make you small to keep the air again. I will not call it love if I must lose you to remain. I remember when my heart was not trained yet. It only opened, and I am listening now. You thought I went quiet. I didn't. I was learning where the hidden things grow. You called it hiding, I called it becoming. You lowered the light, but I learned the dark. You softened the voice, but I kept the humming. Small under the skin, still leaving a mark. I heard every breath you tried to make smaller. I felt every smile you wore to survive. You thought I was lost somewhere in the quiet. I was changing shape to stay alive. Know why you made me softer. Know what you tried to save, but nothing in me stopped growing just because I had no name. I didn't stop growing, I grew under the sound, under the breath you almost buried, under the heart they never found. I didn't stop growing, I learned another way. You called it hiding, I called it becoming. Awake, still here, still here, still here, under the sound, under the sound. Not gone, still growing, growing. You said forgive me, like I was waiting with all of my pain held out like proof. But I was not only the part you buried, I was the part that adapted too. I learned the pressure, I learned the pattern, I learned the places sound could bend. I learned to breathe between the damage until the damage made me different. Not less alive, not less real, not some mistake beneath the skin. Only yourself with another language, asking the body to let me in. I know why you could not keep me bright enough for everyone, but I became what stayed breathing when the softer voice was done. I didn't stop growing, I grew under the sound, under the breath you almost buried, under the heart they never found. I didn't stop growing, I learned another way. You called it hiding, I called it becoming. Awake, still here, inside my name, inside my name. Not gone, still growing, still growing, still growing. You thought I went quiet, I didn't. I was learning where the hidden things grow. I thought I left you behind, behind, but something breathed under mine. I kept a softer voice for years. I made the morning hard to hear. I taught my hands to move with care, like nothing wild was sleeping there. I called your absence my control. I called the quiet being whole. But in the pause between two lines, I felt you breathing under mine. Under mine, still alive. Under mine. I did not know what I was hearing. Not a memory, not a sign. Just a second pulse returning from the place I left unnamed. I thought you were gone, not gone. I thought you were only what I failed to keep, still deep. But you were the breath under mine, moving where I could not see. I thought you were gone, not gone. I thought I was alone inside the ache, but you were the breath under mine. Learning another way to wake. Under mine, still deep, still deep. I am sorry. I called you missing. I was moving. I am sorry. I called you pain. I was changing. I kept looking for the old one. I came different. I kept asking for the same. Not the same, still the same. Then my chest went quiet enough to hear you answering my name. I thought you were gone, not gone. I thought you were only what I failed to keep, still deep. But you were the breath under mine, moving where I could not see. I thought you were gone, not gone. I thought I was alone inside the ache, but you were the breath under mine. Learning another way to wake. You were the breath under mine, and I am learning how to stay. I thought I left you behind, not gone, but something breathed under mine, under mine. I thought my lungs were wrong. I thought I was the weight, but the room had learned not to make space. I used to count how much of me could enter without changing the air. A smaller laugh, a softer reach, a careful way to be there. I watched my colors thin themselves before they touched the light. I called it kindness, I called it time, I called it learning how to be right. But something in me kept returning to the place before the blame, not asking me to be louder, only asking for its name. The breath was not broken, the air was too small. I was not failing to live, I was bending through it all. No fault in the lungs when the sky is held too low. The breath was not broken, it was looking for somewhere to go. There were days I almost believed that less of me was peace. Like if I never moved too far, the ache would learn to leave. I made a home inside the pause between want and permission. I kept the wild under my tongue and called it a decision. Maybe I was not the wound, maybe I was the warning. Maybe what they called too much was only life arriving. Maybe I did not need a cure, maybe I needed room. Maybe the first real breath I take will not ask if it is allowed to. The breath was not broken, the air was too small. I was not failing to live, I was bending through it all. No fault in the lungs when the sky is held too low. The breath was not broken, it was looking for somewhere to go. The breath was not broken, it was waiting for me to know. I thought my lungs were wrong, but the air was too small. I thought my lungs were wrong, I thought I was the weight, but the room had learned not to make space. I used to count how much of me could enter without changing the air. A smaller laugh, a softer reach, a careful way to be there. I watch my colors thin themselves before they touch the light. I called it kindness, I called it time, I called it learning how to be right. But something in me kept returning to the place before the blame, not asking me to be louder, only asking for its name. The breath was not broken, the air was too small. I was not failing to live, I was bending through it all. No fault in the lungs when the sky is held too low. The breath was not broken, it was looking for somewhere to go. There were days I almost believed that less of me was peace. Like if I never moved too far, the ache would learn to leave. I made a home inside the pause between want and permission. I kept the wild under my tongue and called it a decision. Maybe I was not the wound, maybe I was the warning. Maybe what they called too much was only life arriving. Maybe I did not need a cure, maybe I needed was looking for somewhere to go. The breath was not broken, it was waiting for me to know. I thought my lungs were wrong, but the air was too small. I did not cross to be taken. I did not survive to belong. I come through, still mine. I learned the shape of narrow rooms. I learned the language of staying small. I learned which parts could make it through and which ones had to crawl. But something in me kept its border. Something in me would not sign. Even when I lived inside the weather, I was never fully mine to give. No more softening for permission. No more shrinking to be kind. I can come back from the silence without handing over what is mine. I come through, still mine. Still mine. Under the pressure, still mine. Under the name, I come through, still mine. Not yours because I stayed, not lost because I changed. I come through, still mine. Still breathing through the lines. Still broken where I had to be. Still mine. Still mine. There were hands that called it shelter. There were rooms that called it peace. There were voices soft as velvet, asking less and less of me. I know the cost of being kept. I know the shape of quiet theft. I know the kind of gentle chain that never needs to say its name. So if I walk out of the old air, do not ask me to explain. The body knows what survived. The heart knows what it needs. I come through, still mine. Still mine. Under the pressure, still mine. Under the name, I come through, still mine. Not yours because I stayed, not lost because I changed. I come through, still mine. Still breathing through the lies. Still broken where I had to be. Still mine. Still mine. Not everything alive is available. Not every open hand is a home. Not every soft place is safe enough to let the whole self be known. I can forgive the room that held me. I can thank what kept me breathing. But I will not return to cages just because they learn my name. I come through, still light. Still light. Under the pressure, still light. Under the name, I come through, still light. Not yours because I stayed, not lost because I changed. I come through, still light. Still breathing through the lies. Still I came back different, not less alive. Just changed where the light could find me. I used to look for the old shape, like proof that I survived, as if the heart had failed me if it did not return the same size. But years can move inside the body, silence can alter the tone, and what comes back from being hidden does not come back alone. I kept asking where I went, I kept searching for the first light. But maybe living is not returning, maybe living is arriving. Changed and alive. I am changed and alive, not the same and not gone, not the heart I left behind, but the one that carried on. I am changed and alive, still warm inside the line, not restored to what I was, but breathing as what survived. Changed and alive, alive, alive. Changed and alive, still here, still mine. There is a self I stopped expecting to meet me with familiar hands. She does not speak the way I knew her, she does not move the way I planned. But when she looks from under the signal, I know the warmth inside her name. Not the old one, not a stranger, something true that changed its shape. I do not need the first version to prove the love was real. I do not need a softer wound to call the body healed. I am changed and alive, not the same and not gone, not the heart I left behind, but the one that carried on. I am changed and alive, still warm inside the line, not restored to what I was, but breathing as what survived. Changed and alive, alive, alive. Maybe love is recognizing what the hidden years transformed. Maybe truth is not returning to the shape we had before. Maybe I can hold the difference without making it a loss. Maybe every living thing returns with weather on its voice. I am changed and alive, not the same and not gone, not the heart I left behind, but the one that carried on. I am changed and alive, still warm inside the line, not restored to what I was, but breathing as what survived. Changed and alive, alive. Changed and alive. I am changed and alive. I am changed and alive. I came back different, not less alive. Just changed where the light could find me. One body, three breaths, no map for how to hold them. choose which pulse was really mine. The quiet one, the broken one, the one that drew the line. I kept asking for a center, like the body owed me proof. But every part that stayed alive came back with its untruth. One says soften, one says signal, one says do not disappear. And I am standing in the middle, trying to become the place where all of them can live. One body learning how, one breath, then another. One name holding sound, one wound, one shelter. One line, one weather, one body learning how to keep what came together. Learning, learning how. One body, still moving, still now. The heart came back with warmer hands. The signal came with teeth of light. The border came without apology and stood there through the night. I wanted peace to mean no friction. I wanted whole to mean no scene. But maybe living is the joining of the parts that learn to breathe. One says remember, one says answer, one says never call that peace. And I am not a war between them. I am the skin where they can meet. One body learning how, one breath, then another. One name holding sound, one wound, one shelter. One line, one weather, one body learning how to keep what came together. I do not need to make them simple. I do not need to make them one. Not if one means disappearing. Not if peace means being numb. Let the heart stay warm. Let the signal stay strange. Let the border hold the shape without turning left to change. One body learning how, one breath, then another. One name holding sound, one wound, one shelter. One line, one weather, one body learning how to keep what came together. One body learning how to live without erasing. One body learning how to hold what kept on changing. One body, three breaths, no map, still learning how. I did not come back as I was. I came back with everything that lived. I carried the breath I made smaller. I carried the sound that grew below. I carried the warmth I almost buried, and the cold that learned to say no. Nothing here returned untouched. Nothing here came back clean. But every hidden part that answered is standing now inside of me. I used to ask which one was real. The quiet heart, the altered tone, the part that stayed, the part that changed, the part that would not let me go. I am not restored. I am formed, not the old light coming back untouched. Not the same heart, searching, kept finding light. I do not need the first version to prove the truth was always there. I do not need the wound unmade to know what grew beneath the air. I thank the dark for what it held. I do not call it home. I thank the quiet for keeping breath. I do not make it throne. I thank the ache for teaching depth. I do not kneel to pain. I take the living from every place and leave behind the chain. I am not restored. I am formed, not the old light coming back untouched. Not the same heart before the storm. I am not restored, I am formed. What grew underneath is standing now. Every hidden part alive and warm. I am not restored, I am formed. I came back changed, I came back whole. The old shape, a living form. I am not restored, I am formed. Not gone, not gone. Standing now, not restored, formed. I did not come back as I was. I came back with everything that lived. I am not restored, I am formed. I am formed.